Let's see what we did last time. We united two tables, stations May 2024 and stations June 2024. We also changed the names of two of the columns, and we changed the type of column last reported from text to timestamp. And we created a new table out of that. Okay. Today I would like to do something else, and for that I'm going to switch to Excel because I think it would be easier to explain at first. This is one of the files, stations 2024 May. So let's take a look at something. The data here is being reported every 5 minutes for each station. 5 minutes, sometimes 10 minutes. I'm not sure what the logic is, but between that range, like 5, 10 minutes. So let's jump and filter only one station. Let's say this one, just randomly. The first report is from 2nd of May 2024, 7. The second, 7:20, 7:30, 7:40, 7:50, so on and so forth. Here we see that we have the number of bikes available. What would I like to have is a column which counts every time the number of available bikes changes. So every time we have a switch from 0 to 1, I would like to have that change. And this is going to be the goal of today's exercise. We're going to try to represent this in SQL and see if we can bring this column. This will happen for each individual station, basically by looking at the previous row. So if we have the previous row with the same number, in our case it's 0, if we have 0, then that's going to count as 0 here because that's not a change. But then if we switch to here, then we have a change from 0 to 1. So that's going to count as 1. 3 rows below, no change. Here, yes, change. So I would like to see how many changes we have. Let's switch back to Postgres and see how we can execute that. I'm not going to retype everything. I'm just going to add to the existing code. So I'm going to move here, create some space, add a comma, and say previous row. So now we're going to take a look at the previous row. With this, I'll put in parentheses, say select star, which means all columns. Okay, so what is happening here? We're looking at the previous row of number of bikes available. We split by station ID. So we're looking at each individual station. Order by last reported. So we're absolutely sure that we're looking at the changes chronologically. And now, moving to this section, we need to make sure that we return 1 every time we have a change. So this is the name of the new field, and we say if previous bikes available is null, or a number of bikes available does not equal previous bikes available, then add 1. Else, it's gonna stay as 0. Let's add a semicolon here and remove the space here. We need to replace from combined data down here with from previous row. Query returned successfully. Let's check if everything is fine. Okay. So, Benson Street, 2nd of May 2024 at 7, 7:20, 7:30, 7:40. Number of bikes available, 0, 0, 1. So since we're starting here, this is the first row, so that's going to be a 1. Then the second one remains a 0 because here we have, here there's no difference between these. Then moving on to row number 3. Here I have 1, which is different than 0, and that's why we have 1. And then we proceed 1, 1, 1. No change here, and that's why we have a 0. So this is a way we can count how many times a change in a station has been made. That's it.